But usually I feel really comfortable with Winston and how his play style is and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
um, Winston, I'm okay with. Sigma, I'm just terrible. I cannot get his. I can hit his rock, but I can't follow up. I just, yeah, I struggle a lot with Sigma.
I
It's
see.
probably
I
definitely,
see. So it's
yeah,
just mechanics. Yeah, well, mechanics parts definitely might be taking a little bit more time to adjust to just see how can
yeah,
you hit the shots. Obviously, there are a lot of the things to do with the predictions as well, and this technique as well, where you have to move your mouse a little bit after you hit your first bullet. Yeah, you gotta keep that in
yeah,
mind, so you don't just keep your crosshair steady like with the most of the characters. So you just point the crosshair, you shoot. With the Sig, you actually have to jiggle your mouse a little bit, left to right depending on
yeah,
situation for the next shot. Mm-hmm.
yeah. It's like and tanks that involve like and like I played. I think it's gone now, but I played a game of Zarya and I did okay. You know, I can play like I don't know. It's just like tanks that have like a unique thing. If I swap to it, I go from like whatever rank I am to like silver because I can't kill anything, and it just I end up just being completely useless to my team. Besides just being a bullet sponge and a ultimate charge thing for the team, any team, you know. So
Okay,
I
okay.
yeah, but we can go and look at the first point of Busan. The second point of Busan, no point because
All right.
to be honest, I just gave up. We were getting completely freaking rolled.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Well, so overall, just is there anything else besides the mechanics? What's been difficult on on the Sigma, for example?
I mean, uh, if we get to look at the Circuit Royale one, you'll see it blatantly. Is that hogs are like that's what hogs are doing now? They're not playing safely. The whole team will just walk at you, and you can't. Yeah, I mean, like the Circuit Royale one, it's like and like I know to back up a little bit, give the space and stuff like that, but the team doesn't, so they'll get really like shell shock from it, and then they just get steamrolled. So I
Mm.
end up alone, you know. So,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
that happened a lot in my games where the hog and the team will just walk at you and you can't do anything like unless you have team composition or team you can talk to your team. Your team is just gonna get rolled, you know. So
Mm. Interesting.
yeah,
Interesting. Well,
yeah.
overall, your the more so what you can do as a tank is make sure you're able to actively apply pressure on the enemy team,
Yeah,
so your team will be able to do something because of it, because you are applying pressure on the mob, because you kind of the
yeah,
one.
that's definitely something I haven't been feeling. I've been doing. I've been feeling completely
Mm-hmm.
useless, and I mean, I know how to fight the hog, but it's like, okay, now let's say the hog has, you know, a half decent DPS and a decent Kiriko. Okay, it's like okay, GG. I can't do anything. I can't beat it. I mean, I mean,
This
they
is
have half
alright.
decent.
Like the thing is, again, it just can't be against any tank. To apply more pressure, you actually not gonna be needing to apply any pressure on the hog itself. You just need to do something towards his backline.
I don't know. I don't like that's the part is like I don't know how not to because like if you
Right.
don't mess with him, he's just gonna literally stare at your supports and eat them alive, you know, because
Right.
they're not afraid anymore to
Exactly.
be in your backline.
And
Just walk there.
this is the same
Yeah,
thing. Like let's say Ryan is really overbuffed, right? What the
yeah,
Ryan players do at the higher tier, right? They do the same thing. They go in the backline and kill the squishes, right? So it's just the
yeah,
similar stuff. How to
yeah,
deal with this as a tank is you need to make sure you trade the backlines. That's it. Most of the
yeah.
time, this is how
And
you
but the
deal
thing
it.
is
Mm-hmm.
Hog's kill speed is so much faster than Winston's. So I can that's what I was doing in this game. I was in their backline, but I can kill maybe Ana. You know, I can maybe kill the Ana,
Mm-hmm.
but then you know for this one there was a Zarya, but the Hog would be able to kill three of my teammates by the time I kill that Ana because my kill time is so much
Yeah.
slower. And I'm like, well, shoot, I can't do anything. You know, I gotta jump out. You know,
Uh huh.
granted
We'll
the
see. We'll see. We'll see. That, overall, you if you play the tank correctly, it should be equal. Like the amount of pressure you do is equal, and what is gonna
yeah.
increase the amount of pressure you can do is just making sure your performance is good. However, the meta, all of this, yeah, because maybe the hog is buffed,
Yeah.
it
And
affects.
maybe I'm just frustrated because I'm playing nothing, but it's like
Yeah,
I want to play something else, and it's like, I have to play Hog again. Ugh. It's like I'm getting a
yeah,
little worn out.
yeah.
It gets very monotonous because it's like the same play style of just like, okay, wiggle around this corner, do the jiggle, do the jiggle. Okay, just use the hook. Okay, do something. Okay, get out before you
Hmm.
do the jiggle, do the jiggle. You know, it's like I kind of get a little worn out from it. It's first point. It's first point you want to watch.
Right.
Second point
Yeah,
no bother.
I just see this is the Winston though. So we look at the Winston or Sig?
Yeah, this is the Winston right here. If you want to
Yeah.
watch the Winston, the circuit. I sent you another one that says Sig and then the
I
thing.
it says Sig, but it's the same code. Let me see.
Oh, did I
Yeah, it's the
accidentally?
same.
Oops.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oopsies. Give me a second. Share. Copy. My bad. I
That's okay.
guess I didn't control V it.
That's
There
all
you go.
right.
That's the one.
Yeah, so what I wanted to say about the tanks is just you a lot of times going to be trading the backlines and just the way who is going to be more effective about trading the backlines. First,
I can.
it's mostly solved through the performance, and second, this is something what maybe matters.
I j-
Sometimes it affects
but
your
how do you
play.
do that with like?
Mhm.
I just don't know how to do that with like Sig or Winston. Like Winston, I kind of know, but
Mhm.
like I feel like I can't kill him fast enough.
Mhm.
But like Sig, I'm like, how did I? Like I don't like
We'll
if
see.
Hog just
Yeah,
yeah like this one they just walk at us in
yeah,
this one and
I'll
they just
see.
roll us. You
I'll
know.
see.
Yeah.
But this one, it's really important fundamental to know. It's just like I can say X tank is walking in backline. I really struggle. This is the formula. You just mostly it's about you applying more pressure on their backline, not on their tank. And this is where target priority, right? It's just quite
Yeah.
important to see who is more active. Sometimes it's the hog. Sometimes they are active and killable. Remember, yeah, our previous lesson was, what do we shoot exactly? Yeah, most of the
Yeah.
time it's backline, but it also might be the enemy tank. Sure, it can also be
Yeah.
him.
And
Hmm.
this one, it was kind of like at the beginning I was like there's some times where I was like, oh yeah, I want to focus on this, and then it's like, oh, okay, oh, we've lost two, oh, we lost three, okay, we're four, okay, we're backing up,
Okay,
you know.
let's see.
And I don't know why my teammates were.
That's
Oh,
okay.
yeah, we lost two already, and I'm like, okay, we got to back up.
So first of
This
all,
Moira wanted to be in the back line, so but she was a DPS Moira by heart, and she
s-
was not working out for her.
something to start with. If our idea is a tank, yeah, let's just keep this in mind. So we got, let me see, we got a couple of notes for the next session. Yeah, just we mentioned mechanics. Well, sure, mechanics. There's something can improve overall. Maybe we'll see if there's anything in addition to do. Also got shield management, and well, this overall idea of the pressure. Yeah, you just need to make sure you consistently apply more pressure on the enemy, and this way you relieve pressure of your teammates, right? This
Yeah,
way, because you do that, the first attention should go to you, right? Now, if you look at it, can you apply early pressure on the enemy team?
I should be where Scooby is if I was going to apply
Right.
pressure early,
And
early.
what happens if you are with a Scooby? Who they gonna shoot most likely?
Me, and
Right.
yeah,
And see what happens. Because the Scooby is the tank now. Guess what? This guy's gonna get naded, and this more as well. And actually, this is
so
why.
should I take the worst position if my teammates are in the worst position?
Here's the thing. Yeah, here's the thing. You mostly, because you the tank, you trying to absorb the pressure where your team is doing something, where most of your team is doing something. Remember that, yeah. And now at this
Okay.
point, where most of your team are shooting, what is this area that kind of where they do
Like
something?
right at their spawn. Yeah, the
Right
right
at
at
the
their
spawn.
spawn
That's
doors.
it. So you
Yeah.
just spawn camp.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's it. You remember, and you actually did that as well. You did the spawn camp strategy in your scrim, and this is fine. You can totally do that. Just make sure that you contribute into what most of your team is doing.
Okay.
So it just
Yeah.
feels like we really have to do some early pressure there. Yeah, you really have to start applying
Okay.
something, and from here, because I do something with my shots. First, attention goes to you. Second, because you're shooting something they're gonna hide, and your team is gonna receive less pressure. Maybe there are
Yeah.
more chances for you to block something with your shield as well. Yeah, just this general idea. Right? So obviously we don't want to say this is entirely your fault. All these guys dead, but there's been a big part of you there. You see that? Yeah. We could
Yeah.
be doing something. Okay. That's what
Yeah.
matters to us. Okay, this is fine. You gotta go back now and just try to Try to survive at this point. Your team is gonna die. This fight is lost already. Once you
Oh
lost
yeah,
two people, yeah.
we're
It's just all the
at this.
time, it's just those initial decisions, and this is what snowballs you. Like, a lot of times, there's a
Yeah,
domino effect. It's just one piece falls
yeah.
in.
This one, yeah, we never. And then my Moira faded in, and I was trying to help her, and I was like, I don't know.
Okay,
I tried.
so now, again, our idea, just gonna even write it down. Our idea is to make sure you have the position where you're able to apply pressure. Yeah, where you again able to relieve pressure of your teammates.
I
Where your
mean,
team is fighting at this point of time.
I mean, up there, but I was completely out of. If I walked up there, I would have died the same. You know, I didn't. I would.
Uh-huh.
I was sitting there backing up because I was like, I have no cooldown. I have nothing. My shield was
That makes
out.
sense.
Everything was out. And then Bucky dove in, and I was like, I need 5 minutes to like gather my stuff
Yeah,
again. You know.
that makes
And
sense. And
yeah, and then
what if
then I got hooked in and died. But yeah.
exactly? Yeah. So how do you regain your defensive stuff? Remember, what we
I
gotta use to regain our defensive stuff?
I was gonna use a corner
Yeah, you
to
was gonna use the
recover.
corner, right?
Yeah,
Corner
but
cover,
I was trying to help my thing.
right?
I could have been peeking that corner a bit more, but yeah.
Right. But
Yeah.
see now, with the information given, if we're trying to apply pressure on this corner, because well, most of our teammates seems like you have the soldier on A, you have this Moira at B. Do you have any position with cover which allows you to apply more pressure on the area? Because this to
I
me, this seems
guess
really far.
yeah, probably on the other side at the bottom by
Yeah,
that
just
little
go to the
underground
left.
hallway.
Yeah, go to the
Yeah.
left there. That's it. Yeah. So, and again, you're gonna be acting more tanky. So the first attention might go to you, but because you use cover as your defensive uses, you will survive. But if you just walk
Yeah.
in and we're tweeting, oh, like I want to help this guy, yeah, sure. But your first idea is, let me just walk through here maybe first, yeah, and try to
Okay.
bait out something, yeah. But this is what happens here. He's just kind of
Yeah.
little bit too much attention to
Trying to help versus just my own positioning.
yeah, I think it's always your position first and then think how to help your teammates from that position. Yeah. And this corner is just the boss in terms of applying pressure on this
Yeah.
area. Well, maybe, yeah. Like this can be as an example. That's what it feels like. Uh-huh. Okay. See, there's something else. The rocket attempt is okay. You
Yeah, I'm still trying to learn. I'm trying to learn how to like
Mm.
how high it goes so I can get it. Because there is a time where she can't use her dash and you can hit her out of it. I've done it once before, and I've been like I wanted to get the timing and stuff down, but that's
you know,
a little bit too advanced, I bet.
but I think fundamentally the sock is okay-ish in terms of, well, at least from what we mentioned. Yeah, if we're trying to think, okay, who is trying to be more active, who is killable at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah,
Remember
that's what I
though,
was kind of thinking. I
yeah,
think she's a unique case because that's her whole thing is kind of like kind of all inning to an extent, you know, where she kind of goes in, uses her that ability, and runs out, kind of thing. And I think she gets a lot of free cooldowns with that, so perhaps probably best not to.
you can rock, I think, but at this
Mhm.
time, is it gonna be easy for you to rock?
Probably not. That's pretty a difficult
Right.
rock to hit.
When is the easier time for you to rock this venture?
After she dashes and
Yeah,
does this, like
that's it.
after, yeah.
That's it. This is what makes the character killable. Yeah, any character killable. If they use something, they
Mhm.
so this is gonna be, yeah, again this idea about the pressure. If they use something, I just punish them. You punish them with the rock. Yeah, if they make a
Yeah,
commitment.
and yeah, and I still struggle with that because I wish
Mhm.
I had another game where it's like where it's like someone will use something and and that's just mechanics. It's like literally just sit there and it's like I'm like fumbling trying to get this guy to die with Plat Sigma. I'm like
Mhm.
trying to kill him. Like I'll hit the rock and then spend 2 minutes trying to hit him with my stinking shots and end up just punching him to death because I can't hit my shots. So
Okay,
yeah,
no, this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. But I think the rock is gonna be pretty. Yeah, just in the Lawrence, I'm pretty good tool to just punish the space, kind of try to clear the space and like try to apply more pressure. So see your commitment. Yeah, if you see the enemy committing towards the space, what it means is that you let them use something first and then punish them. Yeah, maybe it's diva boosters. They run in and then use the rock. It's not in the middle usually. Don't have to be precise, like be really so good at mechanics, like maybe some Anas trying to hit their sleep dart mid-air when the Winston is jumping on them, but they could be just really being more patient and letting the Winston maybe land on them and then use the sleep dart.
Yeah.
And here's the same thing: your rock is either like a sleep dart, and you just need to don't make it
Yeah, I'm
hard.
really good with sleep darts, so I just kind of you gotta use it more like a sleep dart.
Exactly, like rock here now, right?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is it.
And I remember clearly thinking that like, man, I wish I had my rock right there.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah,
'cause I
you're
thought
just
she was
making it
gonna go
harder.
completely out. Yeah, I thought she was gonna go leave completely, but she actually stayed, which I was not expecting. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. This is really important note. Okay, so we got one position. Second, it's your rock usage, which can increase the pressure. Let's see if there's something else. Obviously, there are a lot of like small things as well, like with the shield and such. But for now, this is the biggest pattern. What I notice, right? So this is good pressure to me. Actually, what do you think? Can you take even better corner to apply pressure on the same area here? What's your thoughts?
I mean, I could be on the other side to get a little bit closer.
Yeah, just go
I
here,
I just
maybe.
don't know how far. I I should like look at this and see how far six things go. I don't
Uh-huh.
know exact. I don't know like the exact range of them yet. I know
Y-
like kind of a general
yeah.
idea, but like depth perception is not the best thing. So I
Mm.
felt like I saw hit markers, so I just kind of felt like that was a good spot. That's why I kind of stayed there.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
okay, I can hit things, so that means I'm doing something, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is just more of little bit of prediction as well where the fight is might be so you kind of have general more sight on the entire area, not just the area where the enemy is gonna just push in and like let's say okay they're gonna be here, but what if they're gonna go back and now you don't have the exact spot to shoot them, so maybe you can even choose the slightly closer range corner. The Sigma is one of those characters where you take in those more mid-range fights, mid to low range, but overall this is mid-range characters, so yeah, you need to be slightly closer in this case, I think, just in case, because see, like now, maybe if there's a chance you want to shoot this backline who's getting low, might be just slightly better corner for you. That's okay though. Okay, we applying pressure. This guy goes in. Here's the. This is better rock. This is better because he used the cooldowns. However, he's behind the wall,
Yeah.
so yeah, a little bit gonna be unfortunate, more unfortunate because nobody, well, maybe somebody
Nobody.
actually can kind of
Uh,
sort of commit like your May, but still a little bit tough. That's alright
yeah.
though. This is better, but still, see,
Yeah.
it's kind of mid air, I think. Maybe like
Yeah.
wait a
And
little bit
this is where they
longer.
start walking us. Yeah. This is where they start walking at us, and I.
Like rock now, right?
Yeah.
You can rock this guy once he comes in. Maybe rock the hog if there's nothing else. Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
This is a little bit lazy to me as well. You see this? What do you get a rock here?
Well, that was one of the things where I get too overzealous with it. Like I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna kill this life breather with the law rock, and then I'm like, why did I use the rock so early? And then it's like I don't have it. It's like I keep
Right.
doing it. It's like it's a thing that I keep doing, and I've seen been in the same situation multiple times where I'm like, I'm gonna use my rock on this person, but I forget how long it takes to use, and then I'm like, crap, and then I have to yeet it at something else because it takes so long to bolster up, and I just forget that every single time. It's not like a sleep on a dart where you just click shift and it happens. It's something that you have to like actually build up to and then throw. You know?
Uh-huh. Right. Yeah, so
Yeah.
this is just feels like you need more commitment towards the target. Yeah, you just need to like if it's the slide fever, yeah, take your time, walk, and you can still treat it the same way. Yeah, make sure maybe you don't use the rock right away on them, but you can just kind of shoot them a little. Maybe they use something. They use their dash,
Mhm.
for example, and then you can use the rock after. It's just all about punishing the enemies committing something. The enemies committing their pressure overall. If their position is getting a little bit too aggressive as well sometimes. Like now,
Yeah.
see, he used the dash right now. Yeah, if you have your rock now, I think perfect. You can just
Yeah.
punish him right there.
Yeah, that's where I was like, I don't know why I keep using the rock so early. I remember distinctly thinking that, and I think I even told it to Majaffrey. I was like, I keep using the stupid rock.
Okay, this is fine.
And
Well, I'm just
yeah, then we,
okay. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen next fight. And waiting. We're tapping in.
no, I think my dad or someone texted me or something
That's
like
okay.
that. So
That's okay. No
yeah,
worries.
happens.
Okay. So now you're waiting. This is better.
Yeah, and I
That's
just
okay.
missed that room. That was a oof. I missed the room.
This is better. This is better. See the
And this
commitment.
was like our first. This was like felt
Yeah.
like our first team fight. Yeah, this one felt like our first team fight. But I think something happens here where we kind of get rolled here. I
This
think.
is the one of the best. Well, remember all the songs before. So this been
Yeah.
like a miss there. Maybe not the best target. That's what you're looking for. Big commitment. They already use something and they cannot dodge it easily. Yeah. So just
Yeah.
rock them. You just rock them and kill
Yeah.
them, right? And this is fine. This is fine. This is what you want. And it's just sowing this, making sure you're able to be more consistent with the rock. Yeah. So could we be doing something better there? Yeah, 100%. If you ever find any idea which you could be doing most of the fights, you ever notice, oh, like I'm only hitting maybe good rocks are only 10-15%. Well, this is definitely something you can work on, and this is gonna make a huge impact. Let's put it this way. Yeah, if you ever hit it, maybe we don't want to necessarily be perfect and just 80% of the time hit all our rocks, but at least making sure it's above 50%. Yeah, making sure
Mhm.
maybe half of your rock, more than half of your rocks at least, starting with this is getting better. And the general pressure too, of course.
Yeah.
This is fine. This guy hooks you, you can live. Not too big of a deal. Might seem like a little bit
This said,
oppressive, but it's still. Mhm.
yeah, yeah, and you can see me shooting the wall because I'm genuinely just not getting. I don't like. I'm starting to. I hate the delays on everything that Sigma has. Nothing's instantaneous. You
Yeah.
know, like I hate that
A
he
lot
has
of
to go
predictions, yeah.
move his hand out and then he shoots his orbs. And then if you want to use the rocket, you have to use the rocket and throw the rocket. It's like it's
I
like a different
yeah.
habit versus Junker Queen where it's just throwing it's instant. Whereas
I,
like yeah, it
mm,
may be a projectile, but it's
mhm.
instant versus like me hitting the
Actually,
wall here.
yeah, actually
It's a
want to
little frustrating.
say, because yeah, it's different types of aim definitely. And remember, my one of my suggestions was because you have the pro character, you have the mobile character, and you just kind of didn't have any spam character. You still can, in theory, just play the Remater for those cases too. It's just Remater definitely more brawly, but might be more suitable to you if you ever find. Well, just try them out anyway and see
Yeah.
if this is gonna work slightly better because Ramatra's aim is more instantaneous in a way. This is not exactly this not too delayed. Maybe you can try him out, but it's just
Yeah.
yeah, making sure you're
I
suitable in
know
every
Sig is
scenario
really
and
good in a
enjoy.
lot of situations. Yeah,
Mhm.
like this map, I know Sigma is really good at, and I just was
Yeah,
like, and at the end of the day, it's up to like actually being able to use him correctly for it to be good.
remember the first priority though is whatever you enjoy playing the most. I think if you do enjoy playing Sigma, sure. If not, it's not gonna get you anywhere. Maybe
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
it's gonna be
right.
harder because this is what you mentioned. Yeah, like maybe all these things, some frustration around the delay and everything. This is what gonna kind of throw you off sometimes, and this is what I
Yeah,
think.
I mean, it feels good once you hit things and like you get the damage that Sigma can do. It feels great because then it's like I actually can do things. Like you'll get at the very end here, I get a 4-man before the game ends, and I die after to the hog. But like at least at that moment, I was like, at least the first two kills, the May, I felt terrible, but like the first two kills, granted they were standing still, I was able to do something, and it felt like good to hit something with it.
Mm,
It felt like the first time in the match where I actually hit the two directs and was able to kill something.
mm,
And
yeah.
but so it feels good. It's just like in situations like this, I just feel like I can't.
Mm.
I just I struggle.
Yeah, that's okay. That's where we can learn. Yeah, definitely. If you do find, you do enjoy the character, you want to learn the character, I think we're good. Should be in a good place. Just making sure we consistently learn something and improving at that. I still would say it's okay, like to try out and see maybe if some other
Yeah, and
characters works better. You do enjoy playing those more, and just go
yeah,
with those. But yeah, it's
yeah,
your
and I just
choice.
want to I want to get good at them because like every single time I start getting rolled like this, usually by the first point I would have swift to Junker Queen and we probably would have won. And that's usually what
Mm,
happens to me is that I go I that's why I've been losing so much is that instead of swapping to my comfort picks, which is Reinhardt and Junker Queen,
mhm.
I stay on the character and I just get it's like it's night and day difference when I swap to something I'm really comfortable with versus something I don't know. It's painfully like
Right.
how like night and day it is.
Right.
Yeah.
And I can tell you why as well. You remember our last lesson on the characters? How do you want to pick the characters? What is based on?
hmm Like comfort is level one, or confidence on the character, number one,
Yeah, 100%. You remember those variables which you want to pay attention to when you playing the character, like such as the common map?
hmm
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this current situation, this map, this point, and your composition, what character you should be playing here potentially? Can be playing like
Probably
getting more value.
Win Winston would probably be a really good value. Diva would probably be because there's a lot of high grounds here.
It can be, yeah, it can be like that. That some highlands there. To me, this is honestly overall more really enclosed. Even though there are a lot of highlands, you still have really tight spaces to deal with, and this is
hmm
really if I go from one place to another, and this is the tight choke where again like my brawl characters such as May, they can also kind of get a lot out of it. This is something you can actually play just more shorter oriented character, yeah, like this brawl oriented. Junker Queen can be quite good, I think. Maybe running something like Ryan as well. Yeah, just potential in here. But Junker Queen would be actually much better, in my opinion, like here at least, in this point.
Okay.
Just because of the mob, because of the team composition you're running. So you
Okay.
definitely don't have to force it, just play one character, just see what map and composition gives you, and that this is really more brawly situation, I think. Might be much easier for you.
Okay.
You'll actually notice with a lot of points, with a lot of maps, I think hybrids, maybe something like just payload maps overall, the third points are usually pretty enclosed. Maybe if something like Eichenwald, third point is pretty enclosed. The
Yeah.
Dorado even, the third point, there's also more tiny kind of there are more short range spaces. To
Yeah.
me, compared to the second and first point at least. That's still important high grounds to control, but anyway. Okay. It's gonna be tough now, but it's still gonna use the ultimate there, potentially.
Yeah. It's,
This is fine. Oh, it's okay. There are only small things you could have done there, like hitting the May, maybe like using shield a little bit better. But to me, overall, most of this, it just feels like you need to apply more pressure, and this is what you would be doing at the start here, like with the rocks and everything. To actually
yeah.
stop the snowball, especially, yeah, like when there's a,
Yeah. The snowball happened like at the very beginning, and then like again here where we finally got our first and second team fight in this match really kind of put us in a really really bad spot.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I don't think I got ult until halfway through second point, and that really kind of makes it difficult to get get anywhere. And plus, I didn't find anywhere to use it because I had a feeling the hog was gonna hook me out of it.
Yeah. So I would just definitely see what you can do with the picks first. If you get the ultimate, then find a good opportunity to use that. Again, something like Hog again, is just place your shield ult and go behind the cover. You should be okay. But yeah, it's just a little bit
Yeah,
uncomfortable, like so doing this with the rocks and the pressure. But it's okay.
yeah. This was definitely not my personally wasn't felt like one of my best games. Definitely.